He is accused of beating and threatening women and even their kids. Now this so-called pimp is off the streets and in jail. Police say he used violence to force nearly a dozen women into prostitution.
And now investigators have a stern warning for other pimps and Johns. Jessica Board live downtown, and these are very disturbing and frightening allegations, we should say here. Jessica?
Officials say this is among the most egregious human trafficking cases they've investigated recently. They say the suspect violently forced at least 10 women into prostitution for up to 3 years.
We had a human trafficking case that was so egregious.
Authorities say one of the victims managed to tip them off that 27-year-old Marquis Holmes was forcing them into prostitution.
He was very violent with them. He strangled one of the women. He ran over another with a car. He threatened family members and a 6-month-old child of one of the women.
HPD's Vice Division Human Trafficking Unit say the victims were all adults, but some as young as 18 or 19. Holmes allegedly threatening them if they didn't bring him at least $1,500 a day after performing sexual acts in hotels and in the streets of Houston, as well as in surrounding counties, even in other parts of the country. These so-called pimps preying on the most vulnerable to exploit.
They use social media. They go to, we've had situations where they'll go to malls or high schools and things and recruit.
The victims are left trapped.
Oftentimes their documents are withheld, food is withheld, things of that nature to continue the forced fraud and coercion.
Their investigation into Holmes lasted a few months. Officials today warning that they're not only going after the ringleaders in these cases, but also future Johns.
You're not innocent in all of this. These women are not working on their own free will. This isn't their own, this is what I'm doing this voluntarily to make a living. They are majority of them are work with a handler, a pimp.
Now, Marquis Holmes was arrested on Friday. He's been charged with 6 felonies, including trafficking of a person and compelling prostitution by force. Today, police say they think there are at least 9 other victims out there in this case who have been too scared to come forward. We are live downtown tonight. Jessica Board, KHOU 11 News.